Welcome to Suite World On Air 2021. We're glad that you've chosen to join our session. Next Level Rental Management in NetSuite. How new technologies, customizations, and automation are creating service differentiation and competitive advantage. I'm Barry Rickman, CEO of consulting company Modus ATL, and I'm your moderator for this session. This session is sponsored by NetScore Technologies. NetScore offers NetSuite customers a one-stop shop for seamless integrated applications that extend their NetSuite ERP functionality, as well as assist them in customization and implementations. Aside from NetScore's rental management for NetSuite that we'll be focusing on today, they also offer point of sale, delivery routing, warehouse management, configuration price and quote, and loyalty applications that are built for NetSuite, and also over 20 connectors to major web stores and online marketplaces. Now I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce today's industry panel. First, we have Lane Batson. He's the CEO of ECP Solutions. Lane's company uses NetSuite ERP, and they have since 2019, to run their business of renting electrical, test, and measurement equipment, and has also seamlessly extended their technology with NetScore, a natively built rental management application to automate their process. And we also have Chris Bishop, a technologist and industry consultant from NetScore, who is actively working with a variety of NetSuite customers to help them with best practices to improve operational efficiencies in their rental businesses. Gentlemen, welcome to the session. Today, we'll be exploring the challenges rental companies are facing, what application features and best practices can help make them more successful, and what are the real benefits your rental business can expect to realize after implementing today's new technology-driven automations? So let's jump into our first question. So Chris, what are some of the big challenges facing organizations who provide rental services?
Renting equipment has always been a challenge within the context of ERP, from capturing costs properly to managing rental inventory, to managing the maintenance process of that rental equipment are a few factors that can attribute to that challenge. So three trends that I'm seeing, or three major challenges, revolve around billing and accurately capturing payment from your customer, managing inventory for both rent and sale, and the associated maintenance of this rental equipment.
Lane, so do these challenges resonate with you? And what were the challenges that you were experiencing that drove ECP to add this additional functionality and extend NetSuite ERP?
So what we were having to do in the past is we would have to basically work with three different softwares, and that's, anytime you have that, regardless of the number of how efficient your employees are, there's still going to be errors, there's going to be mistakes, there's is not efficient whatsoever with people's time. So we needed one system to cut all that waste out.
Once you made the decision to extend NetSuite, what were some of the requirements that you had?
We're kind of a unique rental company and in a unique industry. So we're not a United Rentals, a Sunbelt, Hertz, anything like that. We're a specific, very niche type of industry and rental company. So we had to have something that was flexible, that could be basically programmed to what our customer base is used to.
Chris, what are the top must-have features that you would say that leading rental service organizations need so that they can align with today's best practices?
A few that come to mind, critical to any rental organization, would be real-time visibility, being able to have seamless integration with your ERP, as well as the ability to report on any of these rental transactions. Being able to take valuable business insight and generate accurate, timely reports from this rental information will help you make informed decisions about your business.
Lane, since selecting NetScore, what product features have driven the greatest value for ECP?
NetScore has been phenomenal at we lay out our processes, and they have been able to basically take our processes and put them into software that, and automate all that for us, where in the past that hasn't happened. We're able to give customers reports on the rentals, their calibration, their purchases automatically every month. Some want it every week, some want it quarterly. So having all that automated, fantastic. And then on the management side, being able to look at key performance indicators, look at our dashboards, have all that information in one screen available to me, even on the weekends. Obviously, as a business owner, I look at it on the weekends. I look at it at all hours of the night, right? So for me to have that information at hand, very important to me.
What would you say are the top 3 benefits that you have experienced? And how has this technology transformed your business?
For us, it's our on the rental side of the business, it's our fixed asset. The fixed asset module has been very good for us, and keeping up with asset depreciation, obviously very important for a rental company, disposing of assets, and making sure that was accounted for properly. Their fixed asset module side, that was a manual process in the past. So what would happen, we'd get to December and we would have a 6-figure hit to our books. And we're like, what the, we think we made all this money, and then we get hit because we disposed of an asset, we sold an asset, we did whatever to an asset, it got damaged or whatever, and then you have to eat all that the book value on there. So for us, obviously the fixed asset module has been very helpful. I know exactly every month what I'm making, every day, every week, what our net income is, and I don't have to worry about having these surprises come at the end of the year. And so that's been very beneficial for us. I said to keep KPIs, looking in the past, I would have to keep an Excel spreadsheet, and I would have my own tables and graphs on my Excel sheets to kind of show me, my growth and my percents and, whatever I want to look at. And I don't have to do that now. I can have the KPIs show up on my dashboard and, look at those every day, try not to look at them every minute, but, I still want to see how we're doing, and our so that's been very beneficial for us. Our invoices are always on point. We have very few credits. We have very few issues on the customer side, and in the past that was a very manual process. Now then, not so much. I mean, it's very much our invoices are always on point. There's no problems with the customer other than, a customer asking us to change something, but that's on their end, not on our end. So for us, being able to get invoices out correctly on time has been definitely a differentiator between us and our competitors for sure.
Chris, for rental services companies, how important is the ability to add customizations to the solution to achieve the highest level of success?
It's true that not one size fits all, and renting can be vastly different from one business to the next. Businesses that have identified key processes that have attributed to their success, it's really important to incorporate this stuff into any software solution or with any software provider that you're working with. So customization can be very important in the way that providing flexible billing schedules or billing terms that are non-standard, being able to support those types of customers is very advantageous in the type of solution like this.
Lane, did you require any special customizations for this solution?
Our customers are used to being invoiced not only from us, but from our competitors a certain way. So we have to fit within our industry norms. There's not an out-of-box solution for that. So we obviously had to have that customized and had to feel comfortable that whoever we chose could see that vision, could see that process, and stay within that. So the guys at NetScore were very good at, and actually I would say better than good at listening to our processes. Well, whenever we finished our initial phone call, I was like, told our inside manager who was over this project, said they're not going to get this. I mean, I didn't feel that they understood what we had envisioned there. I was like, they're going to come back with a number, and it's going to be for this customization, and it's not going to be enough. It's going to be misquoted. So be prepared for that. And they made me eat those words. They came back. They were on point. They didn't charge me anymore. The first product out of the gate was correct. There was really no much more interaction between us, and it was on time. They told us, I want to say it was like 6 weeks that they told us to get that to get the product out to us, and they were on point with that, and it was working exactly like I wanted it.
Chris, when rental service companies implement these new technologies, what should they expect as a return on investment? Is there any quantitative or qualitative expectations that you can share?
Sure. So being able to manage the rental process natively in your ERP is something that customers should be able to expect a return on their investment. There's a number of ways that we can support this growth, and a few that are worth mentioning, I believe, are the order processing experience. So how easily can an order be processed compared to the previous way of processing a rental order? As a result, how many more rental orders are we able to work through as a team due to this efficiency gained? Some other metrics that we see tracked in terms of a more of a qualitative benefit would be profitability tracking. Just how profitable is this rental business allows you to be able to understand if it makes sense to continue investing in this area of your business, or maybe look at diverting that elsewhere.
Lane, what business value or ROI did you all realize? Can you quantify the value? Can you give specifics?
Our business has grown about 40% over the last year and a half, and we've done that by only hiring probably about three additional employees, and we would not have been able to do that volume of growth without hiring more people. So, for us to keep their per employee revenue up has been very, very good for us, right? So we have doubled our fleet over, actually more than doubled our fleet over the past year and a half. And we've done that by having the right mix in place and the right utilization in place of assets. So for me, having the right mix of assets in our fleet has enabled us to meet the customer's demands, in turn, obviously increases our revenue.
In all of this, what have you been most proud of all the things that you've accomplished in implementing this solution?
So we have various scripts that go out and reports that go out to customers. They have requested information from us on a weekly basis, and each customer is obviously different and requires different information, and we're able to get that information to them, automated information to them on weekly, monthly, quarterly basis, whichever they prefer. And that has been very, very, very good for them, very good for us. Helps us not just be a rental company to them.
Are there any lessons that you learned that others can benefit from?
It is imperative to get good, solid data coming in. For us, it was we made sure that we did inventory beforehand, made sure that our inventory was correct, made sure that we went through the whole processes of cleaning and scrubbing our vendor list, our customer list, making sure that those were on point and we had all the information that we needed. Got rid of fax numbers, so got email addresses, ACH information, And that was one person's job for months of cleaning the data, make sure that all the data was on point, cleaning it after the fact, like I tried to do on the last two conversions, not successful. So this time I definitely made sure that my stuff was on point before I made that conversion.
Thank you, gentlemen, for your insights. Good stuff. Chris, would you share with us how NetScore's automated rental management application works inside NetSuite? I think everyone would like to see this app for themselves.
Thanks, Barry. Now that we understand the basic concepts of rental management within NetSuite, let's take a look at NetScore's rental management solution in action. On your navigation bar, you can create a new rental order. Similar to a sales order in NetSuite, you can fill out the relevant information that will be pulled in from the customer record, specifically from Alex Williams in this instance. You can notate the items he's looking to rent and add those items to the rental order. With this checkbox, you'll open our confirm booking screen, noting the rental type, the frequency, as well as start and end dates of the rental. Select the specific fixed asset. In this instance, Alex is looking for a concrete breaker for 3 weeks. This inventory is now added to the rental order. Any discounts can be applied here. Now let's go ahead and save this transaction. Once saved, you'll see the order moves to status of pending approval. And we can move into the communication tab here to see any template that we can apply to be sent along with the rental order itself to your customer. And here we can include terms and conditions and allow your customer to sign and submit their signature, ensuring that they accept the terms and conditions of the rental agreement. Once the customer has approved the rental order, you'll see its status change to on rent from pending approval, meaning that Alex is now officially renting this concrete breaker from us. Now, once the 3 weeks have passed and Alex is ready to bring this back in, a rental return authorization is leveraged to bring the inventory back into the warehouse. During the return process, we can identify the particular asset that was rented and mark any status that the item was in. If there are any operations to perform to get it back to par, we can notate that there as well. Once this return authorization is saved, you can see its status is now pending approval, meaning that someone must approve the returned rental item to put it back into inventory. Once it has been approved, you will see the RMA is now marked closed, and that completes your transaction. Since NetScore's rental management solution is built on the NetSuite platform, it leverages NetSuite's core reporting engine. So this is an example of an orders on a rent report that can be generated. Since it's in NetSuite, you can automate the sending of these reports as well. Another example of a report is the assets on rent screen, being able to see which particular assets, which asset types, their costs, how they're being depreciated, all on a single pane, giving you a holistic view of your rental inventory and your rental business. Lastly, the NetScore rental management dashboard homepage. It's built similar fashion to the NetSuite dashboards to give you a holistic view of your rental business. And this rental calendar will have information about asset or inventory availability in a digestible view for your sales associates to be able to see over the course of a month what inventory is available for rent to better service your customers.
That's a truly seamless integration with NetSuite. Thank you for the demonstration. Automating your rental management processes pays big dividends in improving efficiencies that can drop dollars to the bottom line, in reduction of errors that result from spreadsheets and other manual processes, in real-time reporting that helps you make better decisions for your business, and an overall higher customer satisfaction that can differentiate you from the competition. Well, that will be our final word. On behalf of NetScore Technologies and our speakers today, this is Barry Rickman. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you will enjoy the rest of Suite World On Air 2021. And if you have any additional questions, we encourage you to reach out through NetScore's website at netscoretech.com.